Welcome everyone to episode 24 of Lift Talk. I'm here with a special friend of mine, Josh Lanivia, aka the Tonganator, Tonganator24 on Instagram, and it's episode 24, which is a nice little coincidence. First, before we get into your lifting, tell me how the IG handle came about. Tonganator24. I'm guessing something to do with Kobe,
Yes.
something to do with being Tongan.
That is correct. That is correct. So when I was in year 7 or 8, my parents bought me a PlayStation 3. And I wanted my PlayStation handle to be something solid, something hectic. And I wanted it to be Tongan Terminator, but that was already taken.
That was taken.
That was Tongan Terminator.
Really? That's surprising.
That's what caught me off guard. So I was sat there. I was like, why not just merge the two? Tonganator.
That's fucking
And
great.
then I had to throw a number on because Tonganator was taken.
What?
I swear to God. That's why there had to be a number. And I was like, my favorite player at the time, because I'm a bit of a basketball fan, is Kobe, R.I.P. So yeah, just threw 24 on the end, and
So
here we are.
that's kind of how we bonded first for through basketball and lifting. I remember when I first started this podcast, you messaged me being like, "Bro, I'm free whenever you want me."
I did too.
And I told you,
Yeah.
win something special first, and I'll get you on. And now you've won nationals, so
Correct.
you've been invited on. So
I earned it.
welcome on. So the first question that I ask everyone is to take a little trip down memory lane. And you're obviously a fan of the podcast, so you know what's coming.
Yes, I do.
I ask everyone their first memory or interaction with physical culture. So the first time that you saw someone strong or jacked and thought, yeah, fuck, I want to do that.
So physical culture is in gym, or
Yeah,
as in
more
sport?
more in the gym
More
space,
in
sort
the
of
gym
a strength
space?
bodybuilding type of stuff.
I won't lie. This was in high school. I think it was in year 8 or 9 where I went to Westfields, and being a part of the basketball program there, they kind of introduced us to the gym because we had the gym at the school. And I won't lie, I went there for like 2 weeks because I was part of it. And then they're like, all right, from here on out, it's up to your prerogative. And I didn't go back. So that was my first entrance into the gym.
What about your first memory of seeing like a physique that impressed you and had you wanting to train, or like seeing someone that actually inspired you to train? Do you remember that?
I think I watched Kai Green's Day in the Life docos, bro.
Just out of nowhere, just
Out of
like
nowhere.
straight into
It
Kai
just
Green.
popped up in my YouTube.
You found his porn first, right?
No comment. That is outrageous. I'm not gonna confirm nor deny, but no, yeah, I saw his Day in the Life where he just ate, but his physique was unreal, and his ponytail caught me off guard. I was like, bro, that's hectic.
So
And then I saw that physique, and I was like, I was very skinny at the time. I mean, like under 90.
So you started lifting how soon after that?
Probably a couple weeks after that,
Oh yeah.
because I was like looking around gym memberships and stuff, and I was at Kmart. This is when I first met Mara. This was about 8.5 years ago. First met her, and yeah, the boys at Kmart, because I was working there casually. The boys there, they all trained together at Plus Fitness, and I was like, oh, yo, let me sign up and see what the fuss is about.
I've seen some of the videos of your first lifting, like you squatting like 120 and stuff.
Struggle Street,
So
bro.
cute.
My knees were going all over the shop.
So when was your first powerlifting comp then?
2021. So I was just doing the good old gym bro split. No legs, just bench.
What were your numbers at your first comp?
I totaled 727 at 100.
Did you really?
Yeah,
That's fucking good.
yeah. Oh, but to be fair, that was like years. Like, even though I was a gym bro, I still pushed every chance I could, like SBD. Or not S, mainly BD. And then I found Thomas through Mara because she competed at a novice comp. And then he's like, oh, yeah, hit me up. I was like, yo. Then, yeah, linked up with him. And then, yeah, got a 250-something squat, my first comp, 185 bench, and 290 deadlift. But this was, I was training before this. Just gym bro.
So that was 2021.
2021. December.
And then I think the most pivotal moment in your career so far, obviously very short career so far, and already won a nationals, already going to go represent Australia. So like already on your way to being, someone special in powerlifting. But I think the most pivotal moment in your powerlifting career was actually a bad performance of yours from 2022 nationals. I was there, and I remember talking to you in the lead up being like, bro, make your lifts, like be undeniable. And you were not, you did not make your lifts.
I
think you went 5 out of 9, or was it 4?
I went 5, yeah. 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 9. You like just snagged a bronze medal,
Just.
but you should have done much better.
Yeah.
And I think from my vantage point, from what I saw, it seemed like you really flicked a switch from that moment.
Yeah.
Talk about going through that experience and what led you to sort of change your habits and change things to lead up to where you are now.
Yeah. So leading into that nationals, I had a lot of I don't know if it was momentum, but I was just like getting a lot stronger than I thought I'd be getting and just pushing certain numbers. But obviously it wasn't to comp standard, and that was purely on me. I was training hard, but there's a difference between training hard and executing. And on that day, I missed my first 2 squats, which was quite a comfortable weight. It's just depth, which was fair enough. And on the third one, I was very confident. And then on the third one, I was like, if in doubt, just sink it. I sunk it, and I still got a red. I still got a red, bro. That was the funniest part. So I just skimmed through on the squats. And
two white lights out of 9.
2 out of 9. Oh, no, I got 1 on my first attempt.
3 out of 9.
I got 1. And, after that, I hit 1 bench, my opener. And I hit all 3 deadlifts for the bronze. And going into that, I knew Randy was head and shoulders over the rest of us, but I really wanted to give Chaps a go, Tom Chaplin at the time, but my execution was way off. And moving forward, I knew I had to combine my ability just to push, but also to a comp standard. So moving forward from there, it was just making sure I was ticking all the boxes in terms of, if in doubt, like just do a bit better, just in terms of depth, in terms of pauses. So I took everything. So I already had like the push mentality, but I just had to do it to the international standard. And after that comp, I think I was training a lot with James Lee. And yeah, he pushed the standard onto me to just get a bit better.
Yeah, I think there's a very, very common thing that we see with new powerlifters where it's like all about pushing hard.
Yeah.
But they forget to push the right things hard.
Exactly.
And there's a difference between just training hard, but training smart and also training hard together and finding that blend.
100%.
And it seems like now, the way that you train now, your bench pauses are like every single pause rep that you do is like proper like IPF spec, which is like exactly perfect. You know exactly what to expect when you get to the international stage. So change coaches to Steve.
Correct.
Straight after that competition.
Yep.
Talk to me about what Steve has taught you in that period. So that's been about 18 months now.
Yep.
Talk to me about, what Steve's done to help you and help your mentality and help your training.
Mentality is a huge one because going into comps or just like if I'm in a bit of a rut, not in terms of his number, but in terms of my form, he really has a way of dumbing stuff down for me and like just explaining it in a way that I'd understand, but also being able to kind of get out of me like a certain, not dog, but like a mentality going into a comp where I can't afford to leave any stones unturned.
I think that's something so I spoke to Steve about this when I had him on the podcast, and he mentioned that the way he coaches is a lot like how he was coached playing rugby as a kid. Yeah. And I think that probably works for someone like you because you played basketball at a high level.
Correct.
It kind of speaks to you, that sort of like almost like drill sergeant, like coaching, like keep it very simple, but be very hard on you.
Very direct.
And is that kind of what you needed?
That's what I signed up for. So when I first talked to him, he was like, I'll be completely honest. And I growing up in rep level, like you'd know, like at a young age, my coach would like yell at me, swear at me, just because they want me to get better.
I love that shit.
Bro, I love it. I
absolutely love it.
And that's what I told Steve. I was like, bro, this is what I'm signing up for. Like, I don't want you to like make me sound good in any slight. So I was like, man, this is what I'm signing up for. I want you to push me and just be brutally honest.
Don't sugarcoat any of it. And I love when I get clients now that are previous athletes who have had hard coaching. Yeah. Like someone like Hugh Spackman.
Yeah. Oh,
like he played like real high level footy. And he just like, anything I say to him, he's never going to get offended. Yeah. He'll go, all right, coach.
That's it.
And just get on with it.
That's exactly
And that's exactly the kind of sort of mentality that a lot of these high level athletes have. Particularly you look at the like American IPF team, for instance. Like
unreal.
Most of them came from playing football and, they've been coached hard the whole time and they hold themselves such a high standard because that's the way their coach holds them to. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really important. So leading into this year's nationals, you had a battle against Sam.
Correct.
Talk to me about the day itself. What was some of your favorite moments of the competition? Did you at any point know you had it wrapped up?
Nah, I'd never had that wrapped up in my the way I saw it, because I knew for a fact that his deadlift was pretty unreal. Like, I think last year, I think it was after Worlds, he pulled 360 comfortably, and I was like, man, I don't know what his body weight was at the time. I don't know what the goal is, but I was like, man, if this guy can pull 360 a year ago, like, I don't know what he's capable of now. So even though I think we had a 42.5 kilo lead on him, I never let that thoughts of being wrapped up get to me. But going into the comp, man, everything was good. The main thing, I was healthy. So I had no niggles, no pains, no aches. I was eating into it. Had a massive dinner the night before. I had Nutri-Grain in the morning. I was just chilling. And I tend to, on comp day, except for that 2022 Nationals, tend to perform pretty okay or do better than I do in training. So warming up for each lift, I just looked at Steve and I was like, yeah, I'm on. And then just let Steve play with the numbers. I said I was good for 320, 220. He's like, let's chill out a bit there, mate. He's like, absolutely not. And then he obviously chose the perfect numbers. And then going into deadlifts, my opener flew, but my second and third attempts, because I knew that they were calling any hitch, any ramp, red lights. So I was like, all right, let me just chill out. As soon as it passes my knees, I know we'll get to the top, but I just play it slow and just don't let it touch my legs.
Yeah, and that was something that I mentioned in the preview show.
Yes, you did. Yep.
Is that you have a tendency to ramp
Yep.
above the knee when it gets heavy. And I think that's more of a, like, you want it to just be finished quickly type of thing. It's like a habit to just get the bar up. But what you did on comp day, which really impressed me, was you slowed it down and you were just like patient. You're like, I'm gonna straighten my leg and then I'm gonna drive my hips through, and however long it takes is however long it takes.
100%.
And like that kind of adjustment from training to competition is what the best athletes do. Like in any sport, they're able to like read what the referees are doing, what the competition is doing, and they're able to adjust their technique or whatever is required of them to get the outcome that they desire. So that's the kind of, and when I spoke about your performance on the recap show, I mentioned that it was, in my eyes, probably the most impressive clinical performance of the weekend.
Thanks.
Probably up there with like Kana.
Yep.
And you know, those kind of little moments are the moments that make those kind of performances.
100%.
Is there anything that you sort of prepared yourself for to be able to handle those moments? Like, is there any mental preparation that you did for those kind of moments?
Mental prep, not really. Growing up playing
Just
basketball,
fucking lift it, eh?
bro, that's it. Honestly, that's what Steve tells me in my notes, or like he messaged me. He's like, bro, just pick it up. Like, it's not that hard. Like, it'll be like 330 or 320 on the bar. But yo, say less. Just a big brace and then just pick up the bar. But growing up in playing basketball, especially in like semis and finals and stuff, like, I love it. I love that. I love having my back against the wall. I love close battles because it brings like the best out of you, or best out of me at least.
Agreed.
And for that close one, I just had to execute. And like every number that Steve put on, I knew I was more than capable. So just going into it, man, I knew what I was made of, and I love those moments. Like I love competition. I froth on it.
I think the best mental preparation that you can do for a competition is, number one, have trust in your coach.
Yeah.
And when you see whatever number it is,
it
almost doesn't even matter what number it is.
Nah.
As an athlete, you should go out and say, yeah, my coach picked the right number. I'm good for it.
Yeah. I put my life in Steve's hands to pick the right number every time.
And he's done an outstanding job so far.
Unreal. So
something you said there is really funny and reminds me of a few of my lifters. You know Richie, right? My lifter.
Oh, right, I love that guy.
Yeah. So
I handled him.
yeah,
I
that's
love
right.
that guy.
Yeah. So
he's the man.
So he tried to get like way too thinky about his deadlifts.
Yeah.
And way too like
That's me
sort of
right
like
now.
surgeon like.
Yeah.
And you just mentioned there before, like, just fucking pick it up.
Yeah, if
and so there's certain archetypes of people who mentally do better when you tell them less.
Yeah.
And it's just like, go and just like Neanderthal it up.
100%.
And you're definitely one of those. And I'm definitely one of those too.
That's it.
And Charles as well. Like, just, there's certain people who you can get to focus on their technique and it will make a huge, huge impact. And there's other people where it actually just gets in the way of like, just being a bit of a dog.
100%. 100%. Like, especially Connie lifters that just Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
There's not much technique there, man. Just brace.
yeah.
Make sure your back is decent.
Just hang
and
on. Just hang on and stand up.
That's it. That's
right.
it. Like you'll be right. You'll
Yeah,
get there.
that's
Like
right.
sumo, yeah. There's a lot of things. You got to worry about. But man, like I think when I start to thinking about certain cues and stuff, Steve only gives me one because he's like, if there's more than one after a couple weeks, if there's more than that, yeah, my numbers or the speed just drops.
You're too dumb to
I'm
think about
dumb,
more
bro.
than
I
one
can't
thing.
process it. I can't. Just hey, just pick it up, pretty much. But that works for me. It doesn't work for everyone. So if
Yeah,
you
that's
like
right. That's
cues,
right.
If you like, hey, props.
Yeah.
But me, man, just the only thing I think about is get the foot placement right, and then yep, we're on.
Off we go. Yeah.
That's it.
And that's kind of that comes with practice.
That's it,
Like
yeah.
once you get, and the same thing's true for like if we use a basketball analogy again. If you when you're shooting free throws, for instance, if you start thinking about where your elbows are and where
Oh.
your feet are, and you're gonna
It's over.
You're gonna start missing.
You're gone.
If you overthink it. But if you just like let yourself get into your rhythm of your shot, it's the same thing as lifting. You like get into your rhythm and just
That's it.
do your thing and let your body kind of take over.
With the free throw, you just get the same routine going. I do a spin, look at the ring, 2 dribbles, I'm good.
Are you gonna
That's
do
it
that? Are
every
you gonna
time.
do that at Worlds? You're gonna walk out for your deadlift, do a couple of air dribbles.
That'll be pretty funny.
That would be- that would
Wait,
be class.
air dribbles and miss. I'll just leave. I'll just leave.
I got a question in my questions box, asking what was your favorite moment from nationals.
Favorite moment. Other than winning, I think my favorite moment was, I think that squat, the 317 squat was huge for me. Actually, it wasn't that huge because the prep leading into it, I don't know if you heard this from my last one. Did you? You didn't listen to my podcast with Perth, did you? Anyway, let me run you through this story. I won't get into too much information.
I don't
but-
want secondhand stories on this one. I
No.
want
I'll
the
give
new
you.
stuff.
I'll give you the goods.
I want the exclusive.
Okay, say less. The OnlyFans version. Anyway, so I squatted 315 the week out from Nats.
Yeah, it was high.
Hey, you said what you want.
I saw it.
I reckon it was alright. But to be fair, world standard, it was high.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that day I was coming off a night shift. I had diarrhea. It was bad. I woke up because I needed a shit. It was bad. So, and then under further investigation, Mara said we had curry the day before. And I was like, So my bowel movements are pretty standard. I know I can kind of time them. But no, I woke up, boom, Oppenheimer in my belly, bro. It was no good. And then 15 minutes after that, round 2. So I woke up at lunchtime, 1. 15 minutes later, boom, round 2, Oppenheimer part 2. Went to the gym. I started warming up, a third. And then, bro, I think I lost like a solid 3 kilos, 3 kilos, because it was bad. Like it was just water at the end.
The thing with diarrhea is that it's not really like the body weight that you lose. It's more about the water
Nutrients.
that you lose.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
the hydration level is and your electrolyte balance is way off. So you just feel like
Yeah.
shit.
Bro, it was bad. Like I was just water by the end of it. And I was warming up, and I think I was doing 260. I almost failed. Dead set. I did 3 colossal, like Spider-Man grabbing the sides of the wall. Yeah. Bowel movements. That by the time I put my belt on for 260, it was loose. I had to go one down, and I almost failed 260.
And you're a 120 as well, so those bowel movements aren't small. Like
They're not,
like
bro.
a 66
They are
lifter.
colossal, man. Oh my goodness,
Chris knows about that.
brother. Oi, we move different, Chris. We move different. Like the battle wasn't the hardest. 315 wasn't the hardest thing that day. Walking out of the toilet with my
Did you feel like you were going to shit yourself during your squats?
yeah.
Okay.
I think I did 220, and I was bang, unlatched, wrist wraps off, ran
Straight to the toilet.
straight to the toilet.
That toilet at Campbelltown, I'm sure, has seen some things.
Oh,
So my last competition there, this is a fucking funny
Outrageous.
story. I ripped my undies on my last warm up, like big rip up the middle.
oh no,
I think I told you.
yeah,
this.
you did.
I think I told you
you
this.
did.
And I did my opener, and it felt like all this air was going up my asshole.
Wow,
And
jets,
it felt,
you hit the
It
jets.
felt fucking weird, and I like kind of
Weird as in good or weird as in
weird as in very bad.
Okay, very bad. Okay.
And I kind of
Extra
like
speed.
jolted and shit, and I'm like, I don't have enough time to like go to the bathroom and change, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do all my squats with this hole.
Yeah.
Do all my squats, made them all, went to the bathroom straight away, obviously packed a spare pair of undies. If you're listening to this show and you don't have
Wow.
a spare
That's
pair of undies
key, so
at
you have
comp,
to.
you're a clown.
Actually, yeah, just
Must
a
have a
gear
spare
check as
pair.
well for Nats. Gear check. Just have
Must have a spare pair.
yeah. Just
Anyway,
check.
I take my undies off and I go to look down at them and I'm like, there's no hole. Like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
And then I realized that what I was looking at, what I thought was the leg hole, was actually the middle hole. The hole was fucking as big as the leg hole.
You had 3 leg
Anyway,
That is outrageous.
it was
Anyway, back to my
horrendous.
diarrhea. So yeah, I went to the toilet 3 times, and I almost failed 260, almost. And then I went to the vending machine, got a packet of the friends. What are they called?
The what?
The lolly, not farmers friends, but yeah, got a pack of lollies, got a Powerade, downed them both, and then I was back on track. And I told Steve I wasn't walking. 3:15 was the bottom end for that day. And I was like, yeah, I'm not taking anything less. Nailed it. I was
Charles?
like, bro, I'm telling you, I told him, I was like, I had an impromptu gut cut, and I still did 3:15. So on the day, if I need to do 3:20, I'm good for it. And
I
he's
think
like,
I actually
"Bet."
think that you would have been good for 320.
Yeah.
I think bench was right on the money.
Oh, 100%.
Bench was on the money.
100%.
And deadlift was maybe 2.5 left
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So your performance at Nats was like very, very close to the ceiling
Yeah. Yeah.
for what you could have done on that day, which is like obviously the perfect day.
Yeah.
So
100%.
what were you expecting? Were you expecting around 860? Is that what you were expecting?
I think 870, but after my second deadlift, the 320 moved a bit slow. And I told Steve, usually I'm like all up myself, oh yeah, low 340, but that one I was like, just do what it takes to win. It is all right. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're going into Worlds prep.
Yep.
Roughly 6 weeks out now.
Yep.
What are you expecting with the step up to the world stage?
I'm expecting, in terms of refereeing or competition or just like
All of
experience.
it, man. All of it.
I'm very keen on the experience, just being around just like elite level athletes, just like being like not even a small fish, like a goldfish, bro, like mini, and just like hopefully bring like that experience brings out a more competitive side of me moving forward. Because I know for a fact, like let's be honest, I think I'm like 15th on the nominations list. Because I think everyone past me is 900, unreal. So the world is a lot stronger than we are as a weight. Oh, I can speak for myself. We are pretty far behind the 8 ball, but I'm hoping this experience really pushes me to get closer and closer and just inch. Not myself, but also the other guys like Sam. There's actually a couple guys that didn't do nationals that would have had a good chance. Cody from Perth, you know Cody?
Yeah, yep.
Strong. He's strong as.
Cody, Florian, Chris Aslan.
Yeah, all those guys.
And then there was a few juniors as well. One
Yeah,
of the juniors did
yeah.
8:13.
Tristan.
Yeah,
but
Tristan.
props to him, bro.
He did well.
He's strong as.
So yeah, 120s
very
is
well.
one of those classes that used to just be Cameron McKenzie.
Correct. Yep.
And there was like a huge drop off to second. And then this other Pacific Islander, do you remember Tyrone Senatuli?
No idea.
He got very, very close to Cameron's total as well, but
Oh, wow.
then he went up to the super heavyweight class.
Okay. Yep.
And he did about 900 as super heavyweight. So
Wow.
there was a little bit of competition, but now we've got, probably 10 lifters next year who are going to jump over 800
Yep.
and, maybe 5 of them will be above 850, which is really cool. Back to Worlds. This was a question from your sister. Who are you most excited to meet?
Ooh, meet Bob Matthews, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I watch his YouTube videos all the time.
What do you like about Bob?
His energy. Bro, I remember watching... so when I first kind of got a glimpse of the powerlifting scene, it was a Larry Wheels video. And then I just got addicted to those videos. And he popped in. Bob Matthews out of nowhere. I think this was when he was under 100 kilos. Freak. And he's just energy. He's just like always at 100. So I'm pretty keen on meeting him. Just because I've seen all of his YouTube videos. And yeah.
Do you find more inspiration from people who are lifting in your weight class than from others?
No, not at all. It's just this one's just a coincidence. Like, I think everyone saw Russ Wall videos growing up, but I think this guy's he's just crack, man.
Who are some of the other people you kind of use as inspiration?
Inspiration in my lifting. Steve's a big one. Steve's a huge one, actually. Seeing what he went through before 2022, and that's where like he had a tear in his hammy and still pushed through. He's cooked, just mentally wise. Like, he'd rather die than miss a squat on his. Did you see his 295 at Adonis?
Yes.
Yeah, that was unreal,
Ridiculous.
bro. Like it was. Who cares about the depth, but the weight for
It's
a 74.
the fight that he's got in him is absolutely
Bruh.
unbelievable. And you mentioned the number 24 Tonganator
Yeah,
for Kobe.
Kobe's
Obviously.
a huge one.
So
Absolutely.
like the mentality that Kobe has, like a lot of people, I think, say Mamba mentality and all that stuff, and they're like they're not
Yeah,
really, they're
100%.
not they don't really mean it. But someone like Steve is like he's actually Mamba mentality.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, I remember watching. He didn't post his last warm up. 280, RP 11, and then he unracks it. He looks at us, load it, and I just look at. I think Anthony was on the other side, and he's just like, "What the?" I was like, "Bro, I'm loading it, and we're just gonna
catch
see how this goes." Yeah,
Yeah.
just get ready to catch lads. But nah, he got it, and that was considering like he couldn't do any back offs. He was in that much pain. Like, yeah, his mentality's off the charts. So
I
He's
would
the one.
actually say it's probably to his own detriment.
yeah,
Which is like similar to Kobe as well. Like he
Pushed
almost tried
too
so
far.
hard, he almost got in his own way.
yeah.
So I guess like finding that balance of like when to push, when to pull back, and
100%.
that's why you have a coach, and that's why you like
That's exactly right.
have training partners and stuff to like keep you level headed.
Steve as a coach is he's very smart in terms of like I push it, but then he'd tell me to pull back a lot.
You should tell him, why don't you do the same, brother?
Then, bro, yeah, that's true. He probably hit me with a do as I say, not as I do.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, going into Worlds, like I've learned with Steve because we had a couple comps together when to pull like my volume, my accessories to a certain sweet spot. Because like I don't know if you saw my 260 for 6, bro, that fried me. I won't lie, that fried me. I'm still feeling the effects of that. So I think the magic number is like 230, 220 for so my singles can really flourish. And that bench and deadlift, I'll pull the volume right back. So then my singles really pop off.
So what are you doing differently in this Worlds prep to Nationals prep from a like mindset or training perspective? Is there anything that you're doing that's different? Are you turning things up a notch? Are you like, you know, refining things? What are some of the things that you're doing?
I think I definitely turning it up a notch just because we have a goal number in mind that I want to hit for myself. And I feel like
What is it?
890. Yeah, come on. Why not? Shoot for the stars. You know why it's 890. Yeah. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal for us. And I feel like I need to be at a certain level to even attempt that number. And the push for Nats was just to win. We didn't have a number in mind. But this number needs a bit more dog. A bit more.
So you mentioned 890. The best total in 120 Australian history is 888. Cameron
Correct.
McKenzie.
Correct.
This was a question I got from Michael Rand, actually.
My boy. Love that guy.
Big Rando.
Big Randy.
He said, will you go down as a 120 Australian GOAT?
Oh, man, I'm going to try my best. Oh, yeah. I don't see why not. But the future is bright, especially with these young guys coming up. But they're not going to stop me from getting better. So,
And I actually reckon Rand should go up.
I was talking to him.
I think
I want him to.
I really think he should.
I want him to, but he said he walks around at 105.
I know. He's
I was like, bro, how?
he's too small.
He's pretty yoked for a one. Like, if I look at him, I thought he'd be like 109, 110. He's like, nah. I thought he had to cut.
Yeah, no, he always
He
walks
just walks
around.
in.
He's
I'm
been
like,
the same
bro.
weight for years.
That's cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he should go up.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what he could do. Because he's kind of been sort of, particularly his squat and bench have kind of been around the same for like the last 2 years. I'd like to see what he could do.
Oh, yep.
Upper class.
Yep. I want to see what he can do if he has an RPE 9 day because that last pull from him was outrageous.
Yeah, it was easy.
Speed wise, unreal.
Well, like, look at how far you've come since going up from 105s.
Yep.
What was your total at 2020 Nats?
2020, 740.
2022.
745? 740.
What was your best total at 105?
770.
Okay, so you put on 92 and a half kilos on your
Correct.
total
Correct.
in like that. What was that, about 9 months?
It was in a year. My last 105 comp was in March of last year.
Yeah, so a year,
Yeah.
92 and a half.
Yeah.
So like, I would like to see what Rand could do in that time.
Yeah, I'll be unreal.
Actually, you know what? Can you give the people out there listening to this who are unsure about whether they should go up a weight class?
Oh,
Can you try and convince them?
man, like, if your body is telling you to go up, if you're cutting like a crazy amount.
Were you cutting to 105?
My last comp I did. My last comp I was walking it at 109.
Okay.
And like, Yeah, man, and before you just gotta look in the mirror and just be like, can I put on mass on this frame? It's a height thing, but man, I was skinny. Standing next to Randy and Chaps at 105 and Yanni, bro. I was like, I don't even
Well,
believe
Yanni was in the 93 that year.
Yeah, and he was yoked.
Yeah.
He was yoked. And then he went up to 105. He's even more yoked.
Mm.
So it's just like, my frame just needed to put on size.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, don't get attached to a weight class just because you want to be. If your body's telling you to go up, and like, yeah, 93 kilos in a year, and I've still got a lot to go, is a testament to just making the right call.
And I think a lot of people, because you came third at Nationals.
Correct.
So it would have been easy enough to go, hey, I'm one of the top 3 in Australia. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's less about looking at where you are now, currently in the short term, and more about where you could get to.
That's exactly right.
And your first Nationals as a 120, you won. So you're actually more competitive going up a weight class than you were down a weight class, which is not what people expect.
100%.
So I think that's like not everyone's going to be like you and add 100 to their total in a year and win Nationals by going up. But I think too many lifters are tied down to a weight class and like almost pigeonhole themselves into a weight class.
100%.
For maybe it's vanity, maybe it's like they're scared to gain weight.
Yeah. Could be a body...
maybe they're scared to not be as competitive right away.
Yeah. It's a slow build. Like, I won't lie, I rushed mine. I won't say rush, but I put on some kilos pretty quickly.
It's hard to say you rushed it when you fucking won Nationals.
That is true.
Like
we stuck to the plan. Shania, myself, and Steve, like, it was a very gradual build. Into states, I was 116. This comp, I'm 118, and I'm sitting at 119 right now. So, yeah, it's just a gradual build. And if you're scared about body image, man, like, there's nothing wrong with sitting at the lower end of the upper weight class and just a kilo every, like, couple months. Isn't that, like, you can still look good.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with being
a light.
A 90,
like, look at Charles.
A 93 who weighs 89.
100%.
Like, nothing wrong with
Very, very slow build.
Yeah.
Take your time. Because, yeah, if you're cutting into comps to not podium or not be competitive, I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I agree. All right. We're going to go to some questions.
Yep.
So, most of them were just stroking your ego.
Can you give me some names?
And they...
Shout out to the
I'll
homies.
show you after.
Shout out to the homies.
I'll show you after. Most of them were just stroking your ego and people asking how they can be you. So stuff like, when I grow up, how can I be like you? How does it feel to be the man? How are you such a top bloke? And just all this fucking bullshit. But it made me think, like, you have no haters. How do you think you've been... Yeah, I think you've got 0 haters. How do you think you've been able to never have a hater?
I don't know.
Because I have never heard
me.
one person say a bad word about you.
Bro, honestly, this is just me, man. Like, when I meet someone...
Just me, man. Everyone likes me.
No. When I meet someone, it's just clean slate. I don't care what anyone has against someone. It's just pure. Just see how we go. And if you treat someone nicely, 9 times out of 10, they'll respond. But yeah, if you're a dick to me, then I won't be nice to you. But off when I first meet someone, everyone's pretty chill. Everyone's cool as. So
how do you think you're going to handle it when you get your first haters? Because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to get some haters. How are you going to handle it?
We'll find out when we get there. Try some Instagram posts. Just, target.
Yeah, cryptic Instagram posts like LeBron.
Yeah. But no, man, like, honestly, yeah. My parents they raised me to give everyone, like, treat everyone with respect off the bat. And then we'll see how it goes. And people reciprocate the same.
What emotions did you feel when you got given your green and gold suit the other day?
Oh, the green and gold or the first place at Nats? Which one would you prefer?
Both, actually. Talk me through when you received your gold medal. Or when Sam missed his last deadlift and you knew you won.
Yep.
What was your first thought?
My first thought, actually, when he got it off the floor, I was like, rah. I was like, I might come second here. But then he dropped it and I was like, and then there's like just a sense of like, we made it. Just in terms of all the pushing, all those training sessions were, at the end of the day, were worth it. So yeah, I just felt like overwhelmed. And I couldn't believe I won, to be honest. And then I was waiting there. I didn't want to cheer. That's a bit slack. But he came and I shook his hand. I was like, man, like, great job. And then, got tested.
No haters.
Got drug tested.
Josh,
Nah, man,
Josh,
I don't
no
want to
haters.
cheer. Nah, that's sad. That's sad as. Like, especially in someone's face. Like, if you're cheering in the back, oh, go nuts. But yeah, you can't.
Yeah, that's one thing that I say to all of my lifters who are in a battle, like
Yeah.
Huey on the weekend, who
Yeah.
put himself into second after his last deadlift, and then Tobias came and snatched his silver off him.
Yeah.
And I said to Huey, like, we were obviously hoping he would miss,
Yeah,
so that
100%.
Huey would get the silver. But I said to him, man, go shake his hand and say congratulations. And that's like,
Always.
you know, that's the sign of respect for competitors that you should have. There shouldn't be like, you know, this like talking shit behind someone's back and like all this beef and stuff. Like, at the end of the day, we're all doing this very niche sport that not a lot of people do. We should be bringing each other up,
exactly
and we
right.
should be like banding together as opposed to like trying to fucking pull each other down.
I knew Sam. Like, even if I didn't know him, like, from anyone, I'd still do the exact same thing.
And I've found myself in competitions where like I've competed in Melbourne before against people that I have no idea who they were.
Yeah.
And you find yourself like you end up warming up on the same rack.
Yeah.
You become mates. And then you're fucking cheering for this guy who's competing against you. And like he might make a deadlift that beats you.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're like, fucking man, that's sick.
Good
Well
on you.
done. Like great deadlift.
That's it. Like,
And that-
you deserve it. Like,
I think
you
that's
deserve every
the
kilo.
I think that's the mindset that more people need to have. So yeah, tell me how it felt to actually receive your green and gold singlet and put it on, put the uniform on. How did it feel?
I think it sunk in. Like, we're representing Australia, and not to mention, man, the kits fly as. Like, it's hectic. I looked at it, I was like, bro, I can't believe we're actually doing it. And then, just I've never had a chance, especially since we played competitive basketball, never had a chance to represent the country. But it's my first time growing up in sports because I played rugby when I first started. Played a couple sports, but Australia representing the country, it was always kind of one that I didn't get the chance to do. So.
You always see like when you watch like the Bledisloe,
Yeah.
or you watch like the Australian Kangaroos or the Boomers or whatever, you see like the guys making their debut, they cry when the anthem comes on.
100%.
And like that's that kind of feeling that you get. You connect to your country and you're like, I'm the best at this thing that I'm doing. I'm representing the country because I'm the best at it. Like that's a privilege.
That's huge. Exactly right. It's a massive privilege and it's an honor to hopefully do this country proud on the international stage.
So you mentioned that you're like nominated 15th.
Yeah.
What do you think that's going to do for your sort of mentality going into the next year and the next year and the next year?
I just want to get better than that. Like 15 from a competitive standpoint, pretty shit on my end. Like every other person, let's see what like the 120s are capable of, and like I'm in the bottom, not the bottom half, but I'm in the middle. I don't want to be there ever again going into it next year or the year after that. So it'll just push me to get better.
Awesome.
I got to earn the spot first.
Yeah, you got to win that.
Got to win again. But yeah, so the 120's coming up.
I love how now we can just do worlds, and then you just immediately qualify for nationals.
I didn't know that. I thought, I didn't know that.
So
but
any competition that is within 12 months of nationals, up until 12 weeks out from nationals, will qualify you, because 12 weeks out's when the sort of comp will open.
Yep.
12 weeks out, the comp will open. Anytime 12 months before that, so you'll fall into that range. So you won't have to do another comp to like qualify. So
I need a break.
lots and lots of time to
break.
And
it's only because of the short turnover from nationals to worlds.
well, states to nationals to worlds.
Yeah.
Bang,
back
bang,
to
bang.
back to back. A break would be nice.
Yeah, so it's nice for the top level lifters to not have to do a local and then do states and then do nats, and then because if you're someone like Adam Jones, for instance, like he's done worlds last year and then he went straight to local, straight to states, straight to and nats. Like by the time it came to now, even if he won nationals, who knows if he would have been ready
100%.
to go to worlds again.
12 weeks. It was 12 weeks after nats.
And what's actually really interesting to me is the team that represented Australia at last year's worlds. I'm pretty sure only Jackson was the only one who won their weight class at nationals.
Oh yeah.
And I think that actually points to a lot of people burning out, and a lot of people needing a break.
Yeah,
because
100%.
we saw a different winner in every class except the 120 plus, and Jackson competed against himself. So I think this new
takes a toll for sure.
The new system will allow lifters to compete when they want, qualify when they want,
Way better.
and a lot more flexible with like, you can go away at this time and not have to worry about competing or training while you're away.
What good was state for? Like,
Yeah,
what's the point of that?
money.
Yeah.
Money-
Other than winning, like
Money-making regime for
so I was
the
just like,
previous federation, which we won't talk about.
stitch up.
We can. No, we won't.
Nah, let's not.
We should.
Let's not.
Next question. Will your sister get a higher GL score than you at Worlds?
She already does.
Does she?
Yeah, she's at 104.
Really?
I'm at 101. Yeah,
Oh, you're shit then.
bro. So what's your GL score?
93.
That's pretty good.
Nah, not really.
Props. That's pretty decent.
I'll
I
beat
rate
that though.
I rate
I'll beat that this comp.
I
Now
rate
that I
that.
can
But
do it.
no, she's killing it.
Yeah,
And
your,
like,
your sister's crushing it.
she's killing it. And like we have the same, like people like, oh yeah, you guys have genetics. Nah, we have the same mindset. Just push it. If
Yeah.
in doubt, like especially when it comes to accessories, I told her from the beginning, like fail them. Like when she wasn't sure how far to push. I was like, bro, if in doubt, go
Yeah,
another rep.
find 10.
Just keep going.
Find a 10 so you know what 9 is.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
You don't know what a 10 is until you don't know what a 9 is until you found a 10.
She will like dumbbell bench, tricep pull down more than most of the people I know.
Yeah.
Because she pushes it.
Yeah.
And like it pays off dividends.
So she's only been in the sport for what, a year? 2 years?
I think just over a year.
Just
over a year.
over 1 year. And
Just over 1 year.
she's already scored a 250.
Killing it.
Fucking
She's
crazy.
killing it. And I love to see
Squats more than you, Chris.
it. I love it.
Sorry, Chris.
I love
so
it. No,
upset.
she's doing really well. And like she's just like pretty much getting started. So
So
sky's the limit.
I had a thought about our Australian team this year.
Yep.
And what I think is really cool is the multiculturalism
Yep.
of our team, because it actually represents the people that we have in Australia. The heavyweights are, we've got 3 Islanders.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
heaps of people from Asian descent and
Yeah,
different
Asian,
Asian
yep.
descents in the lightweights.
Yeah.
We got two from African descent in the middleweights, which I think is really sick. My theory about where the Australian team is headed is that all of the heavyweight classes will be Pacific Islanders, all of the lightweight classes will
Yep.
be of Asian descent, and in the middleweight there'll be like a couple white people.
Yeah, wow.
That's my theory.
That's
in
not
like
a bad
3-4 years from
That's
now.
not a bad shout.
Like,
Islanders are known for being big, so let's be honest. Like a
well, like,
105 will
yeah,
be
like look at the Australian Wallabies.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
the whole forward packs.
Whole 4-pack,
Islanders.
and then you go from the fly half to the wingers. Then you have just like the old white bloke.
I reckon that's where we're headed as a
Yeah.
team,
Yeah,
which I think is really cool. That's all the questions I got, other than the ones that were stroking your ego, which I'll show you afterwards.
Shout out to the homies. Thanks,
Bro,
guys.
thanks for coming on the potty today. Do you have any questions for me?
How's Charles?
How
as
is
a
he?
client? How is he as a client?
How is he as a client?
Yeah, I want to know this
To
from
be-
an honest
To be honest,
perspective.
he does what he's supposed to do
Yeah,
majority of the time,
yeah,
which means he's automatically better than most,
yeah.
but his communication is horrendous.
Yeah,
But it doesn't really bother me because I've coached him for so long that I like trust his ability to get stuff done. And when anything needs to be communicated to me, he will communicate it to me.
Yep.
So we're kind of on this wavelength now where it's kind of just like
Needs
a
no
bit
basis.
of cruise control.
yeah,
I would like to talk to him more frequently so that I actually know what's going on with him.
yeah.
But
You know,
for the
all
most part,
messages-
he's good.
all the messages you get is me telling me, I was like, bro, you got to send that now. And he's like, sorry.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I'm like, bro. And then he forgets, and then he just mind blanks. So I don't think he's purposely not. He just can't be bothered.
100%.
Lazy. He's just lazy.
He's not ignoring me.
No,
he's
he's
just
not.
using his time to do arm wrestling and
Yeah, do something stupid.
make memes on his
Do
phone.
something stupid. He does strongman stuff now.
I know, I've
He's
seen it.
hilarious. I love it.
He's the man. Shout out to Charles.
Shout out Charles, my boy.
All right. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Catch ya.